There is a dream inside you, a vision of a better life, a spark that fuels your journey. It's hope, the most powerful force for change you possess. This hope is not wishful thinking, it's the engine of human progress. Every successful person you admire has faced doubt and difficulty, but they chose to keep going. Challenges aren't signs to turn back. They're proof you're on the right path. Hope is the light that guides you, the voice that says, "Get up one more time." When you hold on to hope, you tap into a strength greater than any obstacle. This is your reminder. Reconnect with that spark, that dream that sets your soul on fire. Because hope is the starting point for everything you want to achieve. Don't ever let it go. If hope is so powerful, why do we lose it? We're human, we feel the weight of struggle and listen to doubt. Setbacks feel final and we start believing negative stories about ourselves. Social media and comparisons steal our joy, making us forget that every success hides struggle. Impatience tricks us into thinking slow progress is no progress. Fear of failure, judgment the unknown, paralyzes us. We let fear make our decisions and hope fades. But these feelings aren't facts, they're temporary. The real failure is letting fear win. Losing hope is giving up on what could be. Don't let fear decide your future. Every day you stand at a crossroads. One path is doubt, the other is hope. Doubt is easy, familiar, and asks nothing of you but surrender. Hope is harder. It demands courage and action, even when you're scared. The choice is made in small moments. Getting up, trying again, focusing on solutions. Hope is a muscle. Build it daily by choosing where you focus your energy. The journey to success starts not with motivation, but with action, especially when it's hard. The most successful people feel fear but act anyway. They choose hope, one small step at a time. You can make that choice right now. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Choose hope, choose action, choose progress. Your future starts with this choice. We love the story of overnight success, but it's a myth. Every breakthrough hides years of effort, failure, and persistence. Believing in instant results sets us up for disappointment. Success is a marathon, not a lottery ticket. The people we admire chose to show up, learn, and practice, day after day. Consistency, not luck, unlocks achievement. Their victories are built on a million tiny steps. The real story is the struggle behind the scenes. Will you keep walking, just as they did? Imagine a young single mother on welfare writing a story about a boy wizard in coffee shops. 12 publishers rejected her manuscript. Most would have quit, but she didn't. That writer was J.K. Rowling. Her hope wasn't passive. It pushed her to try again, believing the next no could be a yes. Finally, a small publisher took a chance and the rest is history. Rowling's success wasn't luck. It was perseverance fueled by hope. The world may reject your dream, but their opinion doesn't define its worth. Success is forged in the moments you choose to keep going after rejection. You are the guardian of your vision. The real victory is choosing hope again and again. Keep hope alive no matter the odds. That's where success is born. Imagine a world without the light bulb. This invention was the result of struggle. Thomas Edison was a master of perseverance. He understood that failure was part of success. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This took years, testing thousands of materials. This resilience is the hallmark of a true innovator. He had succeeded through hope over despair. Edison's story teaches us that our attitude toward failure is a choice. See it as a stepping stone. Picture Harlan Sanders facing financial collapse in his 60s after a new highway bypasses his motel. Armed with only a social security check and a secret fried chicken recipe, he hit the road. Sanders drove restaurant to restaurant, offering his recipe for a small cut of each sale. This was the start of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Despite facing over 1,000 rejections, he persevered. Sanders proves it's never too late to start, and with determination, you can build something extraordinary. Before she was the queen of all media, Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't right for television news. The qualities that would later make her a global icon were seen as her biggest weaknesses. She was moved to a daytime talk show. In that format, her flaws became her greatest strengths. The rejection forced her onto a different path. Oprah's story is a powerful reminder that rejection is often just redirection. Be open to the possibility that your greatest success might be waiting for you on a path you never expected to take. J.K. Rowling, Thomas Edison, Colonel Sanders, and Oprah Winfrey shared something profound, a specific way of thinking, a mindset. This wasn't something they were born with, it was cultivated. They chose to see the world not as it was, but as it could be, viewing obstacles as puzzles to be solved. It all starts in your mind. This mental discipline is a skill built on self-belief. You can start building this mindset today. Listen to the voice in your head. You have the power to change that script. The second thing these remarkable people did differently was deceptively simple. They showed up. This is the habit that separates the dreamer from the doer. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fickle. You must build it on the solid rock of discipline. The habit of showing up is about creating a routine that is stronger than your mood. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. It's about making your commitment small enough to be unbreakable. Promise yourself you'll work on it for 15 minutes. You have a 5-second window to act before your brain kills the idea. This is how you build the non-negotiable habit of showing up for your dreams. It is the engine of all achievement. Every successful person we have discussed fell down, they failed, they were rejected, they made mistakes, but what they did next is what truly defined them. They did not just get back up, they got back up smarter. They treated every failure not as a defeat, but as a tuition payment for the school of success. They had the wisdom to look at their fall and ask one simple, powerful question: what can I learn from this? This is a crucial distinction. They did not let failure define them as a person. They saw it as an event, an outcome that contained a valuable lesson that could be used to improve their next attempt. Consider J.K. Rowling's 12 rejections. With each no, she could have learned something about the publishing industry. Maybe she learned which publishers were not a good fit for her genre. Maybe she refined her query letter. Each failure provided data. Edison's 10,000 failed experiments were the ultimate example of this. Each one taught him what to do. He was actively mapping out the landscape of the problem, eliminating wrong turns until only the right path remained. This approach transforms failure from a painful endpoint into a vital part of the discovery process. It turns stumbling blocks into stepping stones. To adopt this habit, you must detach your ego from the outcome. When something goes wrong, resist the urge to blame yourself or others. Instead, become a detective, get curious, ask analytical questions. Why didn't this work? What was the flaw in my approach? What assumptions did I make that were incorrect? What one thing could I do differently next time? Write these lessons down. Create a learning log from your failures. This practice turns painful experiences into your most valuable assets. It ensures that you never make the same mistake twice. You are not failing, you are iterating. This process is not easy. It requires humility and courage. It's much easier to get angry or to give up. But learning from the fall is the fastest way to grow. It accelerates your journey to success because you are not just repeating the same actions and hoping for a different result. You are constantly refining, improving, and evolving. Successful people don't have fewer failures than unsuccessful people. They often have more. They just get more value out of each one. They understand that the scars from their falls are proof that they are in the arena, learning the lessons that can only be taught through experience. No one succeeds alone. While the journey to success is deeply personal, it is not meant to be a solitary one. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your hope and your resilience. Think about the people we've discussed. Even when they faced public rejection, they often had at least one person who believed in them. For J.K. Rowling, it was the agent who kept sending out her manuscript. For Colonel Sanders, it was the first restaurant owner who said yes. These people act as anchors, holding you steady when the storms of doubt and failure hit. They are your inner circle. These successful individuals were masters at curating their environment. They instinctively understood that negativity is contagious. They distanced themselves from the doubters and the critics who said it couldn't be done. They sought out people who would offer support, encouragement, and constructive feedback. Your inner circle doesn't have to be a large group of people. It can be 1 or 2 trusted friends, a mentor, or a supportive family member. Their role is to remind you of your own strength when you forget it. They are the ones who reflect your own hope back at you when your light is dim. Take a hard look at the people you spend the most time with. Do they lift you up, or do they pull you down? When you share a new idea, are they excited for you, or do they immediately point out all the ways it could fail? You cannot afford to have your fragile hope crushed by constant negativity. It's like trying to build a fire in the pouring rain. You have a responsibility to protect your dream. This might mean having difficult conversations. It might mean setting boundaries or spending less time with certain people. Your future is too important to be sabotaged by someone else's limited beliefs. Actively seek out your champions. Find a mentor who has walked the path you are on. Join a group of like-minded people who are pursuing similar goals. This could be an online community, a local meetup, or a professional organization. When you are surrounded by people who are also striving, growing, and overcoming obstacles, their energy becomes your energy. Their belief becomes your belief. This shared journey creates a powerful updraft of encouragement and accountability. The path to success is hard enough. Don't walk it alone. Build an inner circle that fuels your hope, not one that extinguishes it. Successful people change their relationship with failure. For most, failure feels like an end, a judgment. But for achievers, it's a first attempt in learning, data, or simply, not yet. This redefinition is a resilient mindset. Like a toddler learning to walk, they get up and try again. Somewhere, we start to fear the fall. Successful people retain a childlike approach, willing to fall. Redefine failure by celebrating attempts, praising courage for trying. Focus on effort, creating a positive loop that encourages trying. The only true failure is the failure to try. Redefine failure as a signpost on the path to success. Now let's move to action with practical tools you can use immediately. The most powerful is the 5-second rule. It beats hesitation. You have a 5-second window before your brain talks you out of it. It turns intentions into actions. When you have an impulse, count backward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then physically move, launch yourself. Use it for small daily choices. Each time you build courage and control. It's an antidote to hopelessness. The rule helps you get unstuck, push through fear, and close the gap to who you want to become. Use it. Next time countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Change your journey. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. When you're feeling overwhelmed and hope is fading, your thoughts can spiral into a storm of negativity and doubt. You need a way to stop that storm before it takes over. This is where anchor thoughts come in. An anchor thought is a pre-chosen, powerful, positive statement that you can grab onto when your mind starts to drift into dangerous waters. It's your mental lifeline. It doesn't solve the problem itself, but it stabilizes your thinking so you can face the problem with a clear and hopeful mind. It gives you a solid place to stand. Your anchor thought should be simple, personal, and believable to you. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about redirecting your focus to a fundamental truth that can ground you. It could be something like, I've handled difficult things before, and I can handle this too. Or, every problem has a solution, and I will find it. Or even just a single powerful word, resilient, capable, forward. The key is to choose your anchor thought ahead of time, when you're feeling calm and strong. Write it down, put it on your phone, memorize it. So when the storm hits, you don't have to invent a lifeline. You just have to reach for it. The moment you feel anxiety, fear, or hopelessness creeping in, you have to interrupt the pattern. Stop what you're doing, take a deep breath, and repeat your anchor thought to yourself over and over again. Say it out loud if you can. The goal is to flood your brain with this chosen thought, leaving no room for the negative spiral to continue. It's like changing the channel in your mind. You're consciously choosing to focus on a thought that serves you instead of one that harms you. This practice puts you back in the driver's seat of your own mind. This isn't a one-time fix, it's a mental discipline, a habit you have to build. The more you practice using your anchor thought, the more effective it becomes. You're carving a new neural pathway in your brain. You're training your mind to default to strength instead of fear. The struggles and setbacks on the path to success will inevitably create moments of mental chaos. Your anchor thought is the tool you use to find calm in that chaos. It's your way of holding on to hope at a neurological level, giving you the stability to navigate any challenge that comes your way. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. The distance between where you are now and where you want to be can seem vast. People lose hope and give up. They try to do too much, too soon, and burn out. Forget about the finish line for a moment. Focus on getting just 1% better every single day. It's the secret to building unstoppable momentum over time. The magic of the 1% rule is the power of compounding. Small improvements, when repeated consistently, lead to massive results. Because of the compounding effect, you'll be nearly 38 times better than when you started. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. They rely on the power of small, consistent daily improvements. The goal is to build a chain of 1% wins. Don't break the chain. Our brains have a negative bias, remembering failures more vividly. Your mind might tell you that you've made no progress. To fight this, create an evidence journal, a logbook of your wins. Daily, write down one thing you did to move toward your goal, no matter how small. You're gathering evidence against doubt, building a case for your competence. When you feel like giving up, open this journal and read the evidence of your past efforts. This tangible proof is a powerful tool for sustaining hope and reframing your narrative to one of strength. The journey to a big goal is a marathon, but it's run in short sprints. Each sprint is just one day. Focus on winning today. The Daily Reset is about giving yourself a clean slate every morning. Decide on the one most important thing you need to accomplish the next day, just one thing. This is your priority. Throughout the day, your only goal is to win the day. Accomplish the one priority task you set for yourself. This breaks down your goal into achievable daily victories. At the end of the day, acknowledge your win, then let it go. Reset for the next day. This is how you walk the long path to success, one winning day at a time. We began by talking about a spark inside you, a dream that is uniquely yours. Take a moment right now and reconnect with that vision. Feel the excitement, the possibility, the fire it ignites within your soul. That dream has not gone away. It may have been buried under layers of doubt, fear, and disappointment, but it is still there. It is the echo of the person you are meant to become, and it is calling out to you. They were shared to serve as a mirror. In their struggles, you can see your own. They chose to believe that their dream was more powerful than their circumstances. Their success is not a testament to their specialness, but to the power of resilience. The power to change your life is now in your hands. In the end, it all comes down to a choice. It's the same choice that every single person we've talked about had to make. It's the choice you gotta make every single morning when you wake up, and in every moment of challenge you face throughout the day. Will you listen to the voice of fear, or will you listen to the voice of hope? Will you focus on your limitations, or will you focus on your possibilities? Will you surrender to the comfort of the familiar, or will you embrace the discomfort of growth? This choice is the defining moment of your life, and you get to make it over and over again. The power to choose is yours alone. Choose wisely. There is a profound promise waiting for you on the horizon. It's the promise of success, sure, but it's also something more. It's the promise of becoming the person you were always meant to be. The journey itself will change you. The challenges you overcome will forge a strength within you that you didn't even know you had. The failures you learn from will grant you a wisdom that can't be taught in books. The resilience you build will become a permanent part of your character. The person who reaches the destination is never the same person who started the journey, and honestly, that transformation is the true prize. Think of the future not as a fixed point in time, but as a landscape of infinite possibility that you are actively creating with every step you take today. Your hope is the light that illuminates this path forward. It allows you to see beyond the immediate obstacle and keep your eyes fixed on the beautiful horizon. When the road is tough and the fog of doubt rolls in, your hope is the compass that keeps you pointed toward your true north. It's the belief that the sun is still shining, even when you can't see it through the clouds. This belief isn't blind, it's visionary. The success you seek isn't just about achieving a specific outcome, a promotion, a business, a goal weight. It's about the feeling of being alive, of being on purpose, of using your unique talents to make an impact. It's the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing you didn't settle. You didn't give up on yourself, you faced your fears, and you kept your promise to that dream inside you. This feeling of profound self-respect and fulfillment is the ultimate success. It's the reward for your courage and your perseverance. It's the promise that's waiting for you if you just keep walking. I want you to hold this promise in your heart. Let it be the fuel that drives you on the tough days. When you feel like quitting, remember the person you are becoming. Remember the strength you are building. Remember the satisfaction that awaits you. The journey will be hard. There will be moments you want to turn back. But the promise of the horizon is greater than the pain of the path. Your future self is cheering you on, waiting for you to arrive. Don't let them down. Keep your eyes on that horizon and take the next step. Your past doesn't define you. Your past failures, your past mistakes, the times you gave up before, none of that has to be the final word. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter. You are the author of your own life story, and you hold the pen. You get to decide what happens next. You can choose to write a story of resilience, a story of courage, a story of someone who fell down 7 times and got up 8. The previous chapters may have been filled with struggle, but the ending hasn't been written yet. The most exciting part of your story is the part you're about to live. Don't let anyone else write your story for you. Not the critics, not the doubters, not the people who told you no. J.K. Rowling's story could have ended with 12 rejections. Colonel Sanders' story could have ended with him being a broke senior citizen. Oprah's story could have ended with her being fired from a local news station. But they refused to let that be the end. They picked up the pen and wrote a different ending for themselves. You have that same power. Your current circumstances are just one scene, not the entire plot. You decide what the next scene will be. Every day that you choose hope, every day that you take action, you are adding a powerful sentence to your story. Every time you use the 5-second rule, you write a line about courage. Every time you consult your evidence journal, you write a line about your own strength. Every time you get 1% better, you write a line about your commitment. You're building, word by word, a narrative of triumph. This isn't a story about perfection. It's a story about progress. It's a story about the beautiful, messy, and heroic journey of becoming. So, what will your next chapter be called? Will it be the turning point? Will it be the comeback? Will it be the beginning of a dream realized? You get to choose the title, and you get to live it into existence. Forget everything that's happened up until this moment. It's all just backstory. The real story, the one that matters, begins right now. With the next choice you make. Make it a choice that your future self will be proud to read about. Your masterpiece is waiting to be written. Don't leave the pages blank. We've come to the end of our time together, but really we're at the beginning of your new journey. The inspiration you feel right now is real. The hope that's been rekindled in your heart is powerful. But, inspiration and hope aren't enough. They're the fuel, but you gotta be the one to turn the key and start the engine. The entire purpose of this message is to lead you to this exact moment. The moment of action. The moment where you stop watching and you start doing. The gap between your dream and your reality is bridged by the first step you take. Don't let this moment pass. Don't say, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a promise that fear makes to keep you stuck today. The most powerful time to act is when the idea is fresh in your mind and the motivation is high in your heart. I'm asking you, right now, to take one small physical action toward your goal before you do anything else. It doesn't have to be big. Use the 5-second rule. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Send that email. Write down that plan. Make that phone call. Put on your running shoes. Take one concrete step, no matter how small, to signal to yourself and to the universe that you are serious this time. This first step is the most important one. It's the one that breaks the inertia. It's the one that proves to you that you are in control. It's the one that turns a passive dream into an active pursuit. All the success stories you admire, all the great achievements in history, started with a single step. A decision to move, a commitment to begin. Your incredible future, the one you've been dreaming of, is waiting for you. But it won't come to you. You must walk toward it. And that walk begins with the very next step you take. Your dream is valid. Your goals are achievable. You have the strength, the resilience, and now the tools to make it happen. The only thing that was ever missing was your own decision to begin and your commitment to keep going. Hold on to the hope we've talked about. Let it be the light that guides you through the darkness and the fire that warms you in the cold. Never ever give up on the dream that was planted in your heart. It's your destiny. Your future is waiting. Take the first step. Start now.